Coach, first WPIAL title for Shadyside since 1999. How does that feel?
It's incredible. It's just incredible. It started last year. It didn't end the way we wanted. These guys worked all off season to prepare for this season and make a run at this. And through ups and downs, these guys just taking more of a leadership role, positive every day, got over some losses, but we played really good teams. I mean, we played Fox Chapel, we played Ulster. There were going to be some bumps along the way, but it prepared us for this playoff run. And the guys just played so hard. A number of different guys scored for us tonight. Just a great group of guys that are unselfish and just they wanted this. After last year, the way it ended, they wanted this an opportunity to play for this, and they just seized the moment.
I'm sure you've seen the fire in your team all season, Coach. At halftime you guys had a 5-point lead, and then opened the second half on a 20-7 run. Clearly took over the game. What did you guys talk about and focus on at halftime, and were there any in-game adjustments, or do you think it was more momentum, fire within your teammates?
I was happy we rebounded from the early start when we were down. I was confident that we would score in the second half. I thought we missed a lot of makeable shots. I was pleased that I think we gave up 7 points in the second quarter. We guarded much better. I just felt we would start scoring. I mean, we've averaged about 65, 66 points all year. We would start to see the ball go in the hoop a little bit, and we got the pace picked up. We really prefer to play it kind of up and down, and we gave up some points to them, but the pace of the game really fit our styles.
And then Eli, I'll start with you first. When you were on that fast break, and you kind of slowed up a little bit to throw up that lob, what was going through your mind, and did you have that planned out for a while? What was happening right there?
Well, when I was at half court and I saw Peter ahead of me and the kid was kind of right in the middle, so I knew I couldn't throw it too early, but as soon as I saw him, I knew it was going to happen, and I knew when I threw it up, he was putting it down.
Peter, how was that feeling for you?
I mean, I went up, I called for it, he threw a great pass, and the rest happened, so.
Just like for Peter or for Eli, I mean, you guys, I think you only made 1 3-pointer, didn't make a lot of shots from the perimeter. Everything was pretty much in close. How big was that? I mean, was that something that you felt, might happen today?
Well, I mean, we've been told a lot that it's not easy to shoot in this gym, so we were prepared that if our shots weren't falling, that we could get to the hoop. And I mean, the lanes were wide open with the court being spread out and how big it was, so we just did what we do and got to the hoop.
I thought even when we missed some easy layups, we had some great offensive rebounds and some great putbacks, which led to easy points.
Coach, 20 points for Eli, 18 for Peter. 2 guys that have been leading you since last year. I mean, how good were they on this big stage tonight?
It wasn't too big for them. They were ready. They play a ton outside. They play at a high level. They hold themselves to a high standard. And I just think they've been wanting a chance to have this moment. And it wasn't going to be too big for them. And the way they've played in the playoffs, there's been games where Eli scored, Peter hasn't, Peter scored, Eli hasn't. And Eli hit a bunch of late foul shots for us when Peter carried us early. I just have a lot of faith in them, and the biggest thing for us is play with confidence. Like, if somebody misses a shot or you have a turnover, move on. It's the next play. Keep your head up, be aggressive. I think at halftime, that was probably the one thing we really focused on, was don't be timid. We had some turnovers and just missed some shots short from the high post that was wide open. It's turn and score. We're not a team that's good at holding the ball. So if we're going to go out and play aggressively, you can't be afraid to take a shot. Josh Chu, you get it at the high post, I want you to score. And I thought we did a better job of that in the second half, of just being aggressive. And when somebody had an opportunity to take a shot, they took it with confidence.
You guys think it's the start of a new era, Shadyside?
Hopefully. Run it back next year. We graduated a number of seniors, but we have these 2 returning. Ethan's returning. Nate Mallory, who played a lot. We have a number of guys that I think are ready, that have played JV, that can step in and just help us keep moving forward.
You win your first you win your first title in 23 years, and it's still only maybe 6:30. What are the plans to celebrate tonight? I mean, are you just sticking around here, or are you going out?
We'll probably go get dinner with the team, celebrate some more. Who knows? So. fun.
It's nice to have a short bus ride.
Yeah, that's true.